here.
And Jessica Campbell.
And we are the co-owners of a CQC registered supported living service based in the West Midlands. And we are also franchisors. And right now we are actually recruiting for franchisees. So if you would like to partner with us and become a franchisee and be your own boss and be a CEO of your own CQC registered supported living service, all you need to do is go to www.phgfranchise.co.uk. Go there, download the guide, read the guide, okay? And then you can book a consultation with us.
Okay.
Today, we're going to talk about, though, the 3 common mistakes that people make when it comes to tendering for a contract within the local authority, specifically for care service users.
Okay, so now so many business owners who have supported living services, not you and not us, commonly fail their local authority contracts and do not get clients. Now, there's 3 main reasons, three reasons why this happens. Now, first of all, if you are a new service, so many contract writers, so many people will tell you that as a new service, you will not be able to get a local authority contract because you don't have any experience, you don't have a reputation within your local area, and you don't have a track record of what it is that you can do. Now, that simply isn't true.
False! False.
Now, I have written so many bids for brand new services, and also we were brand new when I wrote our first contract, and now we have a number of contracts with a number of different local authorities where we get the majority of our clients. And as a new service, you can absolutely win contracts. You absolutely can. Now, that leads me on to the second reason why a lot of people do not win contracts and fail their local authority applications is because they don't know how to write them. They don't use the correct terminology. Now, when you write a contract, you have to convince the local authority that you are the best person to provide them with the services and that you absolutely know what it is that you're doing. So you have to be clear on the terminology that you use, how you write the contracts, because it's not necessarily what you say, it's how you say it, and that is my specialty. So not understanding how to write the contracts, whether you are a new service or someone with experience, that is definitely going to hinder you. And I would say the third reason is not hiring a bid writer, a highly successful bid writer. I don't know, like maybe myself. Trying to do everything on your own, trying to run a service is a job within itself. Now, so many people do not take contract writing seriously. I actually received an email from a local authority that we have a contract with, who we get service users from, and they were basically talking about how the reasons why people are failing and why we are successful, basically. And it's simply because you don't know what it is that you're doing. You cannot approach writing contracts in a generic way. You have to be extremely specific in how you approach contracts and how you write them, which is what I basically do. So in terms of winning local authority contracts, it's not easy, but it's absolutely doable when you have the right team behind you.
And that's it. And it is a team. And this is what sets our franchise apart from any other, okay, in the care industry, is because we actually write the contracts for you. So first of all, what we do, we share with you exactly how to find the contracts, where to look for the contracts, okay? How to do the market research, where they're going to be available. And then you basically will email Jessica and say, oh, Jessica, this contract is available in this local authority. And then you write them, don't you? So you have a specific way of a methodology in how she writes them. So you write them. How do you write them? You write them in a Google Doc first, don't you? With her music and everything.
Yeah, so I work very much behind the scenes. So it's a process that is completely stress-free for yourself because I just take it on. I've got a number of years of experience. So I just go away, sit in my little corner, download everything on a Google Doc so that it is safe, and do what I need to do and submit the contract on your behalf. And then I'll simply send you an email as a franchisee and say, guys, your contract has been submitted, and then we simply just await the council's response.
So how long does it normally take to get a response from the council?
That depends on the individual councils. Sometimes it can be a matter of days, sometimes a matter of weeks, and sometimes longer. And also that brings me to like a really good point you just reminded me of. The reason why it's really important to make sure that you know exactly what you're doing when it comes to writing a contract is because with some contracts, if you fail the first time, then you are excluded from submitting the contract again. For it can be up to 6 months, it can be up to 12 months. Now, if you think, for example, you're setting up your CQC registered supported living service in a specific area and there's only one contract available in that area, you fail and you are barred from reapplying for 12 months. What does that mean for you? What does that mean for your potential service users? What does that mean for your business? And what does that mean for your profitability? You see what I mean?
You're not going to make any money.
Yeah.
You know, I completely forgot about that, you know, that you can't apply again. You have to wait.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Some
that.
Contracts are like that. So just to answer your question, in terms of getting a response, it just depends on the local authority.
It does, but I found though, it can take about 12 to 16 weeks, can't it, to get a response back?
Depends. I've had clients who had back within a week, within 2 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, there you go. It just depends. So, as a supported living service, when the contract is won, how long did it take to get a client?
Again, that depends. I think we got our first client really quickly. We got I can tell you that you'll get referrals very quickly. So we got referrals as soon as we were on the contract. We started getting referrals on the same day, multiple referrals a day, and that was how we basically built our service. Like I said, we have multiple contracts with multiple local authorities where we get our service users from, which takes off any pressure of having to do kind of traditional marketing or not knowing where our clients are going to come from. We've got complete confidence and complete faith in knowing that our service is going to remain full.
And certainty.
We love the word certainty.
Certainty. So we know where our clients are coming from. We know how much the local authority will pay for certain clients. We know how long it will take from them being in the hospital, for them being discharged, for them to be admitted into our service. You know, we know all of that. We know exactly when we get the referral, what we need to ask for from the social worker, what documentation that we need. Oh my God, what medication, how much medication he needs. We know all of this. And this is because Jessica knows how to write the tenders.
Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to. Once you've got a tender, it's won. And then it's just a matter of then, okay, this social worker then calls, oh, Petra, I see that you're on the framework. We've got John and he's ready to be discharged. Do you have spaces?
And the next thing that I then do is that I teach you and show you how to cost for John, make sure that you are going to be financially fruitful and making sure that you are not undercharging for your service, to make sure that you are absolutely able to justify all of your costing. It all comes down to a skill and an art that we will teach you, that we will show you, to make sure that you are the number one provider for John
and your area.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are so passionate about helping you to become a CEO. Okay. Our clients come to us because they don't want to start anything from scratch. Okay. They want to be franchisees. They want to have the systems, standards, guidelines, everything structured. So they're not starting from scratch, and they have us, okay, to basically support them all the way through this process. Okay.
And one more point, sorry. I know that we are absolutely a social-led, heart-led business. And I say all of the time that the best way to support your service users, to support your clients, and to support your staff and yourselves is to becoming financially fruitful. And we know for our franchisees that joining us, it's the fast track to wealth. It is.
It really is.
Because we've done it. We've created a formula. And that's exactly what we teach step by step.
It is. And you know what as well, like, we actually do it. Now I can't, this is my way of expressing, because you get some people that say, oh yeah, I can write your contract, but do they actually own a business?
That's a great point.
Do they actually own a CQC registered
Absolutely.
business, or this writing contract? Do they even care?
That's a really good point.
Do they even care?
I have the service, I have the background, 2 psychology degrees. We know the terminology.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
And that's what we do.
That's what we do.
So download the guide, phgfranchise.co.uk.
Yeah.
Book a call and we'll
Link is
speak to
somewhere.
you in more detail about how we can partner with us and become a franchisee.
Yeah.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.